Hello again, my fellow bowmen. This time what I wanted to do was to buy a cheap bow off of Amazon and see if it could actually be turned into something half decent. So I had a bit of a look around and I found this particular bow from Toparchery on Amazon. It was $239, I think, from memory, shipped. So pretty cheap. But let's go ahead and have a look and see what's in the box. I have ordered some different components for it as upgrades because I know that the products that come with weren't that great. So let's have a look and see what we get in the package. Okay, so first up, it comes with a thumb button type release, a whisker biscuit, the old 3 brush type, which I do not like. Okay, a wrist strap, another second wrist strap, which I believe is for the thumb button, an arm guard, which, as we know, if you use correct technique, you won't use or need, an instruction manual. There's one of these little rubber dongle type stabilizers or dampeners, which don't do much. A little sight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, little 5-pin sight, plastic, not very good quality, pretty basic. A set of Allen keys, the usual, and now the bow itself. All right, I'll get the bow out of its wrapping and we'll have a look at it. Okay, so this is the bow itself. Get some major glare off here, so let me move this over a bit. There we go. Fully machined aluminium riser. And from what I could see in the ad and what have you, it actually looked like a reasonable sort of a product. So adjustable draw length. I believe from memory this was £70, up to £70. It's got the old tube style peep sight, D-loop. Everything else is pretty basic. Let's have a look, see how it fits and holds in the hand. Oh, okay, it's quite light. Feels quite nice. Pretty well balanced. All right, let's what we'll do is I'll work out what I'm going to, what I'm planning on keeping out of this stuff is probably the thumb button, everything else, the Allen keys, they'll be usable. So everything else will be getting replaced. I have purchased some products over the years and have put together some so that I can complete this. Full disclosure, dollar value of the bits and pieces that I want to put on it are probably close to another $250 worth of parts. So you'd be looking at a total bow price of, say, $500 once it's all set up with the gear that I'm going to put on it, which is still a fairly cheap bow. Like $500 for a completely set up bow is pretty good, especially considering the bits that I'm going to be putting on there are considerably better. We're talking like a spot hog sight, a drop away arrow rest. I've got limb dampeners, string dampeners, etc., etc. But we'll go through that as we fit them up. All right, I'm going to cut here and we will have a look at the products that we're going to fit up. Okay, so the products that I'm going to be fitting up, we have a stabilizer with a quick release clip, so that with a 5-degree downward angle. The 2 items original. There's your drop away arrow rest, like a Fast Steady XL style sight, limb dampeners, string dampeners. There's a cable slide and a in-string peep sight. So we'll be fitting those to the bow. Let's we'll pop it out. We'll have a look at the bow and we'll check the cams for any cam lean. We'll check the weight, the draw weight once it's torqued right up. And then we'll go about sort of setting it up and tuning it and see what we can come up with. Bear with me and stay tuned. Okay, so the setup is more about getting it close to where it should be, eyeballing it wise, and then you fine tune once you've sort of got it set up. I've put the arrow rest on, and there's the front stabilizer with the quick release. Now what we'll do is we put spirit level over the arrow that we've got knocked up here. So we put a level on the actual arrow, and then we have a string level which we pop on the string, and what we do is basically set the bow upright, get the level correct here, and left to right. Okay, so they're both about right. And then what we want to do is check and see where our level is on the arrow, which is pretty good. It's slightly towards the rear, but that's all right, because when this engages, it lifts it slightly, ever so slightly. So that should be pretty well spot on. So that's eyeball wise, that's pretty good, but we'll fine tune when we do our paper tuning. Okay, so I have gone over and added the additional bits that I bought for this thing. I've fitted up the sight, the limb dampeners. I've put in the new peep sight and served that in. I've got the cable slide on. The arrow rest has been served in. What else? I've wound it up to the 70 pounds, and it actually comes in at 69.8, so it's pretty damn close to the 70 pounds. I think she's ready to shoot, so we'll set the camera up and we'll put a couple of shots through it and see how she goes, and then we'll have to look at paper tuning, etc. in the near future. Well, okay, so she was hammering the bullseye constantly, so I'm pretty impressed with that. That's not a bad little setup. We'll have to do some walk back tuning to get the sight sorted out and put a sight tape on it, but it was at short range, it was nailing the bullseye really well. Everything's working well, everything seems to be in the right position, everything's, you know, I'm pretty damn happy with it, to be honest. For, well, you know, all the bits I had, so essentially, you know, it was the bow and maybe a couple of bits. So you're probably looking at maybe a $300 spend, and then the parts that I already had. And I've come up with this, and it shoots really quite well. Some more fine tuning to do. I'll have to paper tune it and what have you yet. Then I'll do the walk back and what have you. But overall, as she stands, I'm pretty damn impressed. For a cheap bow off Amazon, it's not bad. Stay tuned. I'll do some more videos of it shooting at range, and we'll see how she fares like in the longer yardage shots. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.